Hi guys, Steve Carew here, Fully Mill Technical Manager. I'm here in the beautiful hut at Tescoombe Fishery and I'm going to tie some of Fully Mill's top patterns using some of our new amazing fly tie materials. Okay, so in the vise here I've got it's a Pat Weiss Mustard Walt. So Pat is a USA fly fishing team member. Super fishy guy. Lots of his patterns are quite simple, but they're really effective. In the vise, I've got a size 18 fully milled jig false hook. I've got a 2.3mm copper tungsten bead, slotted one. So just to start things off, just going to fix the bead in place with a little touch of super glue. Everyone's got their own ways of doing this, but I think if you want to fix a bead in place and you don't want any build up of lead behind it, this is a really easy way. Works quite well if you do this in batches actually. You know, you could do up a couple of dozen of them and then by the time you go to tie the fly they'll all be sitting there rock solid. So thread I'm using is just a light olive. Let's just catch your tying thread in. And you got, I'll show you a bit of a trick here. So run your tying thread down and you'll notice I haven't snapped off the tying thread. Now you don't have to do this, but I quite like ribbing the body of the fly with the tying thread. It's just like a little sneaky rib that just gives a little bit of added security. Okay. So the body of this fly is our Eco Warrior dub and it's in the colour mustard. So this colour mustard is one that Pat Weiss really likes. As the name suggests, it does have like a kind of mustardy hue to it. It's sort of like a yellowy, olivey colour. When it's wet it looks super buggy, really sort of caddis-like. It's a really nice colour. Okay. So this fly is literally a bead, a hook, some thread and some dubbing. It couldn't be any easier. Try and dub it on really thin and we'll try and build up a little bit of a taper to the fly. Okay, so as you can hopefully see, this dubbing noodle just goes on super thin. Okay, so let's try that to begin with. Okay, so we want a very slight carrot shape to the fly. So we'll wind it in level turns going down, and then we'll probably go back on ourselves a little bit. And you've just got slight taper to the fly. Might just add a little touch more up near the head there. I mean, this couldn't be simpler. I know a lot of guys who fish these patterns a lot, like top competition anglers. It's a very successful pattern. Okay, so that tag piece of thread, you don't necessarily need it. You could just fish the fly as it is. This would just add a little touch more security and it's not really visible. So I'll just counter rib that body with the tag end of the thread. So it's not visible, but it just stops the body getting chewed up. Okay, just remove that tag piece. And then this is another one of my bugbears. I think if you're tying a fly with a bead, the easiest way by far to tie it off is just to apply a little bit of glue to your thread before doing the whip finish. Could be glue, could be varnish, could be anything. As long as it doesn't go off too quick, you just apply a short bit to the thread there, quick whip finish. It's super secure. If you go and try and apply varnish afterwards, it's soaking into the body, it's getting everywhere you don't want it to. I just think this is a super neat way of doing it. So a little touch of super glue to your thread. You only need a touch. Quick whip finish. And that is effectively the fly done. Some people like having the odd little fibre sticking out. Others say you should trim them all off. Whether it really matters or not, who knows. It will get quite buggy looking quite quickly when it's wet anyway. But that is the Pat Weiss Mustard Waltz. Super simple fly, but it's crazy effective.